And welcome back to the Labor Lounge podcast, where we talk about current events and some more ish. I appreciate everybody for continuing to rock with the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this content out with a friend. All right, let's go over to Illinois. To be specific, the villages of Dalton. We have a mayor by the name of Tiffany Henyard. I'm sure a lot of you may have already heard of her. She's causing a lot of stir up over there because she tends to want to spend lavish amounts of money on trips, food, in the best hotels. Many of the places she go, they say she's flying first class, and all of this money is coming out of the city's budget. So she has things going on, such as she's denying the public to speak at town hall meetings. She spent over $1 million in police escorts. She's using them as her own personal security. She's in threat of having vehicles repossessed that the city uses, including police cars. And she shuts down businesses allegedly that don't donate to her campaigns. So all of those things seem a little outrageous. So we're going to watch this short clip real quick just so we can lay a little bit more groundwork, see who we're dealing with, and then we're going to come back on the other side and we'll talk about it.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work.
Tiffany Henyard considers herself something of a crusader, but one who's clearly annoyed by questions from a rebellious group of Dolton trustees who are in a standoff with her over spending.
At the end of the day, vendors are not being paid. Board approved it. The vendors are not being paid.
How about you be a good leader, bring RFPs to the forefront, so not just us, but the residents and everybody else in America know how the money is being spent.
WGN Investigates has cataloged tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars spent on trips, meals, and more by Tiffany Henyard and her allies in Dalton and on the Thornton Township Board, where she's the supervisor. Township credit card records show Henyard and other officials spent more than $67,000 on trips to Portland, Austin, Atlanta, and New York City. Many of the flights were first class. So were the accommodations. In Atlanta, Henyard and her team stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel, costing taxpayers more than $9,000. In New York, the bill came to $13,000. Henyard has refused to explain the specific purpose of the trips or why they travel in such style, but she appeared to refer to our reporting at Monday's Dalton meeting.
But everything we do for the people. But we under attack. We getting scrutinized in the media. For what? Loving on the people? Showing them that they matter to us? We going through the fires for y'all.
Henyard calls her critics grandstanders who should get in line.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
You hear what she's saying? She's black, and y'all sitting there picking on me. We're not picking on you. All we want to know is, where's the money going? Why are you getting to take advantage of all the city's money and nobody else is? Over $1 million in police overtime as personal escorts. Who's after you? Like, that's outrageous. You gotta be able to explain to your team and the people who voted you in the office that trusted you to go in there and do a job, what's your plan for them and are you executing it? You can't just go spend a bunch of money and then expect nobody to ask no questions about it. And you being black, honestly, that has nothing to do with the questions that you're being asked.
Dalton's difficulties got worse in recent weeks with water main breaks Henyard blames on trustee budget cuts. Then 4 people were shot and injured last week, leaving nerves frayed and Henyard's opponents pointing out her sizable security detail.
It's unfortunate that politics are being played, but what has happened is $1 million out of my budget has been cut because of politics.
We're not saying the police is not doing a good job. What we're saying is you're assigning all of them to be with you when they should be out here protecting the residents so we can all feel safe.
Residents are taking notice. Some spoke for and others against the mayor.
Well, you know, we got the mayor here, meeting with the president of the United States. Everyone's seen the picture. That's a big deal. That is great promotion for this city, for this town.
Ladies and gentlemen, be civil. Do things right. Think of the residents. You are here to represent the residents and not yourself.
Labor Lounge, meet Tiffany Henyard. This is the mayor of Dalton. You see the type of attitude you're getting with that lady sitting up on the podium. Now, she's talking to her trustees the way that she's doing. Imagine what she'll do to a regular civilian who try to get some questions answered. I forgot. She doesn't let them talk. She doesn't let them speak at at public hearings. So we'll never know what the people of Dolton actually want to say about this unless they go to social media. But the fact is, everything she's doing, it sounds egregious. She's taking lavish trips, flying first class, staying in the best hotels. Meanwhile, things in the city are falling apart. Now, I do want to focus on this one piece where they said that she's shutting down businesses allegedly who don't go to her, who don't vote for her campaign or who don't support her campaign. She had one of her trustees come out and talk about this a little bit, and I got an article that I want to share with you. Mayor Tiffany Henyard attends meeting dressed as a movie gangster, and her constituents say she plays the part, retaliating against them unless they do her bidding. The Post can reveal Henyard channeled drug kingpin Nino Brown from the 1991 gangster movie New Jack City at a 2023 gathering, an ensemble meant to intimidate, her critics claimed this week. People look at politics like a joke. It's like a mockery right now because of all this stuff. Village of Dolton trustee Kiana Belcher told the Post she comes to board meetings dressed like Nino Brown. During one meeting, Henyard, 40, dressed in the ensemble, signaled for a DJ to blare Rihanna's "Bitch Better Have My Money" as she sashayed around the room to underline a point she was making, sources said. Dolton, you have a problem, and your problem is Tiffany Henyard. She does not have the people's best interest in mind. She's taking care of herself and the people directly tied to her. And it's unfortunate because I think there's so many cities in the world, or at least in the US, where other people and personal interests are being taken care of versus the things that need to be taken care of. We need to make sure when we go to these polls and we put people in office that we're voting for values and what they're going to bring to communities. All that other stuff is irrelevant. We need to make sure we have similar values and we need to hold them accountable to the things that they say they're going to do. In this particular case, Ms. Henyard is doing a lot of things for personal gain. At least that's what it looks like. This is my first time meeting the young lady, and I haven't met her personally. I'm meeting her based off all the information I'm getting offline. But if you just go through and Google her name and look at everything that comes up, it's hard to find anything positive coming out of it. So, Dolton, make sure when 2025 come around, you make your voice heard when you go to the polls. Vote for value. Leave all that other stuff at the front door. But with all that being said, y'all tell me what y'all think about this and leave it down in the comments and let's have this conversation. Do y'all know something that I don't know? Is there anything positive coming from Miss Tiffany Henyard? Let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Till next time, I'm out.